Most people believe they are making decisions. In reality, most people are reacting. And there is a huge difference between reacting and deciding. A reaction is automatic. A decision is intentional. A reaction happens in milliseconds. A decision requires awareness. When someone says something that hurts you, you react. When something unexpected happens, you react. When you feel pressure, you react. Reaction is emotional reflex. It comes from fear, ego, insecurity, or habit. Decision is different. Decision comes from clarity. Reaction says, I need to answer now. I need to defend myself. I need to fix this immediately. Decision says, let me understand. Let me observe. Let me think. When you react, your nervous system is in survival mode. When you decide, your nervous system is regulated. That is the real difference. Reacting is driven by impulse. Deciding is driven by values. Let's break it down practically. When someone criticizes you, reaction, you explain, defend, argue, justify. Decision, you pause. You ask yourself, is this useful? Is this true? Does this require my energy? Reaction focuses on the moment. Decision focuses on consequences. Reaction feels powerful in the moment. Decision builds power over time. Think about financial choices. Reaction, you feel stressed. You spend money to feel better. You avoid checking your account because it creates anxiety. Decision, you sit down. You look at numbers calmly. You choose long-term stability over short-term relief. Same situation, different nervous system. Now think about career. Reaction, you feel ignored. You quit emotionally. You complain. You blame others. Decision, you analyze. You improve skills. You reposition strategically. Reaction wants relief. Decision wants growth. The brain under stress narrows its vision. It focuses only on threat. That's why reacting often creates mistakes. When you are reactive, you see only one option. When you are deciding, you see multiple options. Reaction is fast but blind. Decision is slower but intelligent. Here is a simple test. If your body feels tight, heated, tense, you are probably reacting. If your breathing is steady, posture relaxed, you are deciding. Your body always tells you which mode you are in. Successful people are not less emotional. They just don't let emotion drive action. They separate feeling from behavior. They allow emotion to pass before choosing response. That gap between stimulus and response is where maturity lives. That gap is power. If you want to shift from reacting to deciding, practice 3 things. First, pause, even 5 seconds. Second, name the emotion. I feel anger. I feel fear. I feel pressure. Naming reduces intensity. Third, ask one question. What will this choice create in 6 months? That question alone moves you from reaction to decision. Reaction is short-term self-protection. Decision is long-term self-respect. And the more you practice deciding instead of reacting, the more stable your life becomes. Your relationships become calmer. Your finances become clearer. Your career becomes intentional. You stop being pushed by circumstances. You start choosing direction. The difference between reacting and deciding is the difference between living unconsciously and living strategically. And the moment you understand that, everything changes.